Hey, I'm Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. Coming up in today's show, the big interview is with Malachy McCourt, who's in town for the I.NY Festival. First up, though, the top stories in Limerick, and Rugby World Cup fever is in the air as Ireland take on the All Blacks on Saturday at 11:15 in the Rugby World Cup quarter-finals. Come on, you boys in green. Next up, the Cranberries need your help because their massive hit Zombie could be breaking an Irish record. It could be the first Irish track to reach 1 billion views, but we need your help. Simply go on to youtube.com, search for the Cranberries Zombie and hit play, and let's reach 1 billion by the weekend. Next up to our Out and About section, we headed over to the Adare Manor during the week to chat to Michael Tweedy, who's the head chef in the Oak Room in the Manor, and they won a Michelin Star and he told us all about it. Chef of the moment, Michael Tweedy, how are you getting on?
Not too bad, thanks.
How has the past week been?
Crazy. It's been, the restaurant's been full, lots of media, just been busy, really busy.
The only Michelin Star restaurant in all of Limerick. You must be so proud.
We are. As a team, we're really proud. As a hotel, it's a massive achievement for us. First one in Limerick, so yeah, it's good.
Now, you're telling me you're here over 2 years. This is your baby in here. So what is it like now to be here from the very beginning, building a kitchen to getting the Michelin Star?
I mean, it hasn't really changed. Like, it's still business as always. We got guests to feed at the end of the day, so nothing's changed for me. It's more now. It's about being consistent, more consistent every day. So,
the magic question, which I'm sure you asked, Lowell, what is the magic ingredient to getting a Michelin Star?
There is a bit of luck, maybe. I don't know. Like, you just end of the day, it's about cooking good food, giving the best experience you can to the guests, and just like I said, a bit of luck. Do you know what I mean? That's all you need. There's no real secret. Like I said, it's about cooking good food, giving a good experience.
So we're here in Dolan's and I'm joined by Bressie. How are you getting on?
Very good. How are you?
Really well. This is a lovely surprise interview. You're down here working a little magic with the Blizzards. Tell me what's going on.
Well, Dolan's were very kind to offer us their space to do a production rehearsal, so we're getting on the road again. New album coming out, so we had to kind of get our live stuff together. So when you're lucky enough and Dolan's go here, take the venue for the day. We're going to go through all our technical stuff, so we're down in Limerick for the day. How's that?
I was just going to say, and you get to be in Limerick today. Now, you're no stranger to Limerick. You're up and down here quite a bit, and I believe, is it your tattoo artist down here?
Yes, Ross he's all-star. Like my mum, every time I come down here, mum just expects me to come back with a tattoo. So if she's I'm not coming to get a tattoo today. It's going on a production rehearsal. It's fine. So every time I go down here, I generally come back with new tattoos. So, but my mum has said my left arm is mine and the rest is hers. So the rest of my body I can't touch.
Okay.
She says, do whatever you want to your left arm. You touch the rest of it, you're gone. You're out.
And as you can see, there's your left arm. There's the right arm, totally clear.
Totally clear, Mum. And I'm not a hope. That's her real estate, apparently. So she goes, I pushed you out now. I've got a call on that. So that's my mum's kind of philosophy, and the rest of she doesn't like tattoos.
Interesting, my mother's the same, and if I come home with a tattoo, she's like, does that come off? And I'm like, no, man, it's permanent.
I always tell her that, like, by the time I'm 50 or 60. Because that's her argument all the time. Oh, when you're old, it's like, I won't care.
Yeah.
I won't care. It's grand. Relax.
Well, we're covering tattoos by then. Talking about this new album and how long it's been the process.
Too long. Making albums is hard. It's hard because it's in the way the music industry's changed since we've stopped playing. Albums have become kind of, in terms of mainstream, they have become quite less relevant. It's all the streaming and singles. And albums are essential if you're a band because they're a body of work. They tell a story from a period of time, whatever the band, over a couple of months. So I was kind of a bit worried coming back because I was like, does anyone care anymore about albums? But they do. They definitely do. And it's important not just for the artists, but most people who like the band or into the band. People love records, but it's just the way the market has gone. It's just all streaming now, and it's a totally different industry to when we kind of left and took a 5-year break, which was probably a bit longer than we expected. But when you came back, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ! So it's like it's all streaming now.
What do you make of the whole streaming and Spotify?
I mean, it's great. It's because people getting access to more music. Like the only thing with music and algorithm for me, this thing scares me. When I was younger, the best part of music was discovering music, and the way algorithms work, no matter whether it's music or TV or Netflix, is they start giving you the stuff that you watch. So you tend to only either listen or watch the stuff that you've watched the first time. Whereas I think music, it's lovely to discover something that you didn't expect to discover. So that type of stuff, when I was growing up, that was quite important to me. Like, I mean, I went from like ABBA to death metal to Cannibal Corpse to bands like this, but I used to listen to everything. So I worry a little bit about the kind of algorithmy of it all. And the actual Blizzard's new album is called The Last Great Algorithm, and it's kind of playing off that. But we kind of know how to figure out everything in the world now except ourselves. It's the only thing left where we're like going, I know how to do this, this, and this, but I have no idea how my head works. So that's where the last great algorithm came from.
Malachy McCourt, you're very welcome to the Limerick Post Show, and welcome back to Limerick.
It's grand to be here, Meghann. It is grand to be anywhere at my age. So.
Now, tell me about the civic reception we just held for here. It was absolutely incredible, wasn't it?
It was more than incredible. I'm trying to think of another word. It might be a dreadful mistake. I don't know. I think, supposing they really find out about me and they're honouring me and I am not an honourable person, but don't tell them. I'm going to get out of town with my honourable award and get back to New York before they find out. But it's very strange to leave Limerick. It was June 13th, 1952. Was that 66 years ago? I was 20. And to be in my uncle Pa Keating had just died, so I got some of his clothes. I was wearing he was my size. And it was his wife, Aunt Aggie, had just bought him new clothes for the previous Christmas, so they were hanging there. Mm. So they were unworn, and a lovely tweed jacket and a twill shirt and a twill trouser and some nice shoes. And I arrived in New York, blistering heat, with all these bloody heavy clothes, and I thought, oh God, I'm going to die. And that's what you get for wearing a dead man's clothes, I was thinking.
Malachy, of course, you're here for the I.NY Festival, which links Ireland and New York. I think New York could nearly be called County New York at this stage. It's like a county that's just drifted just a little bit further away than the rest of the counties.
Well, yeah, it is amazing that we had a city that was distinct from the county, and there was a certain, at one time, if somebody in the parlance of the day, if somebody was county, it meant that they were very upper class. So say, But county Limerick was, they were, and then we Limerick people, of course, we were so smart. If you were from the county, you were just a country mug, you know. You were a bloody idiot, and that kind of looking down on rural people. Those small little things of cultures that are foreign to other people. But Limerick has a certain culture of its own, and it had language that was very extremely colourful. And I never realised how colourful. It may be ungrammatical and might have been uncouth, but it was very clever and very indirect. For example, they were talking about one politician, and they said, well, there's an indirectness of Irish speech that there's a certain no way of they'll not insult you directly. Mm-hmm. They say, well, if he were hanged now for his intelligence, he would die completely innocent. You know, there is that sort of thing. And so, then there were words I never heard anywhere. A drab, what was the other call it? A bit of a go with your hoop. And it was about, can I borrow your hoop? We had wheels. Mm. And then there was a thing about some fella had a hoop. It was just a bicycle wheel with the spokes gone, and you just ran around. And he left it outside the pub. He was a bit of an idiot, as they said at those times. And so he came out, and the hoop was gone. And he's moaning till he goes to the Garda, and they said, somebody stole my hoop. Well, it's just a hoop. What are you complaining about? It's all right for you, he says, but I have to walk home.
I do have to say, I think Limerick has a lovely little language and culture to it.
Yes.
For the Idol and Wife Festival, you're in conversation tonight in the dance in Dance Limerick, and then you're going to be doing loads of different events throughout the week. How amazing and special do you think this event is?
To connect Ireland with New York, and there's a certain New York. When Frank and myself were trying to figure out what we were, when we came here, we were born in Brooklyn, and we came here, and then we were Yanks. Then we grow up and we go back to New York, and we're Irish. So there we are. We didn't know what the hell we were. So Frank and myself decided at an early age that we were going to be New Yorkers, and that was it. Now, here we have Ireland, New York, David O'Donovan, and that the organisation brings myself over along with the police commissioner and with Jane O'Mara Sanders, Bernie Sanders' wife, honouring us and various other people. And it joins that city of New York, which is, everybody that goes there becomes a New Yorker. You can't avoid it. No matter, I always say that all native New Yorkers are from out of town. That's my opinion. But it is lovely. And so here's this great organization. So we have a lot of, at this fest that's going on this week, which is a marvelous thing. It seems night, day, there's stories, tales, songs, and poetry. And I'm not sure if there's any visual arts, but there's stuff, I think, going on at the Hunt Museum as well. So I think that it is lovely joining the Ireland. Ireland, in a sense, is a city rather than a country, and so it's so easy. I think the Irish were the only, outside of the Brits, I think the only people that went to America and had the language, and they had the advantage over all other. But there also the other thing about the Irish and New York was that they got very clever at politics, very, very quick. And when, speaking of a language, when they use the pejorative of the Irish and having, they say, when they want to insult, you have the gift of the gab. They put you down pejoratively, you see. And then, now you kiss the Blarney Stone. Whereas if somebody else speaks well, they say, oh, he's eloquent, you say. Well, that's a way of, but when the Irish, one of the reasons why Irish will now use 100 words where one would do is it confuses the English because they don't speak English very well.
And then we speak so fast as well, we want to get everything in, so we do.
That's very quick. Yes, very fast.
Malachy McCourt, I could stay talking to you here all day and all night, but I know that you have a very busy schedule. Your family's here as well, so...
Young Malachy, my son is over from Britain, and my beloved wife, 54 years, Diana, is here, and a woman who taught me a lot. See, because I'm not educated, so she went to university, so she teaches me a lot about language, and she taught me the word love and the action of love as well. And I love for my son Malachy and for my other children. There's 5 of them and 8 grandchildren, and it keeps me alive. I'm the last of the older family, the 7 senior McCourts. All of them have decided to die, and they're leaving me holding the banner.
And you are flying it very well, and I can say I think the best education is love, really.
But, well, I think had we gotten educated, it would have ruined us completely.
Malachy McCourt, thank you so much for chatting to the Limerick Post Show.
Thank you very much, Meghann. Grand to be with the Post Show.
To watch all these interviews in full, head over to limerickpost.ie/show. I'm Meghann Scully. This is the Limerick Post Show, keeping Limerick posted.